A British judge has ruled that Airbus may cancel an order from Qatar Airways for 50 A321neos. This is a setback for Qatar in the long-running soap opera over flaking paint on the A350. According to the judge, there are enough alternatives available, such as the MAX, and Airbus may therefore sell the ordered A321neos to other customers. Airbus announced in January that Qatar Airways can whistle for the 5321neos that the airline had ordered and which would be delivered starting next year. Airbus believes that Qatar Airways is unreliable and spreads nonsense. The two parties have been in conflict for some time over problems with the A350 fleet and are fighting it out in court. Qatar was the launch customer for the A350 and has now received 53 of them. Of these, many are grounded due to problems with flaking paint. Deviations from the lightning conductor were also observed. The airline, which believes that flight safety is at risk, therefore does not want to take delivery of any more ordered A350s for the time being. According to Airbus, Qatar Airways is exaggerating the problem in order to receive financial compensation and would wrongly suggest that the aircraft manufacturer is not doing enough to fix it. This would be to the detriment of Airbus' good reputation. In retaliation, the manufacturer decided to cancel the order for 50 A321neos. Qatar Airways reacted furiously to this. The airline called it very regrettable and frustrating that Airbus allowed the conflict to further escalate with a cancellation and decided to go to court. According to the airline, the A321neo order has nothing to do with the A350 conflict. However, according to Airbus, they are contractually related. Although the judge has now ruled that Airbus may cancel the A321neo order and sell the aircraft to other customers, it is not excluded that the manufacturer must pay financial compensation. That may be the subject of a subsequent, more extensive lawsuit. Meanwhile, another lawsuit is taking place over the damage to the A350. Then some quick comments from a KLM executive on the A320 order. KLM had both the A321neo and the 737 MAX 10 in mind for the replacement of its 737ing fleet, as these are the largest narrowbody aircraft on the market and there are only a limited number of slots available at Schiphol. That the choice ultimately fell on the A321neo and A320neo was partly because the MAX 10 is not yet certified. According to Operations Director René de Groot, this constituted too great a risk. With an order with Boeing, we had taken a big risk as to whether and when the 737 MAX 10 would be available, said the KLM executive. Boeing could not make reliable statements about the market launch. Because of the crashes with the MAX, stricter safety requirements will be introduced in the U.S. as of December 31st, and it remains to be seen whether Boeing will manage to certify the MAX 10 before then. Otherwise, major modifications to the cockpit will be required. From a training point of view, it would of course have been easier to order the MAX, he said, since KLM is already flying previous generation 737s. However, the extra costs for training could be reliably factored in, while delays in certifying an aircraft always involve a lot of uncertainty. KLM is therefore traditionally cautious about ordering as yet uncertified aircraft. KLM has been flying with the 737 series for decades, and the KLM Air France Group CEO recently stated that KLM would be an all-Boeing airline in the future. It is yet to be seen if that remains the case even on the widebody segment. Given that the 787 deliveries are halted, KLM might look more favorable towards the A350 as a future 777 replacement.